Greetings. This is Healy from the Australian Strategic Operations Regiment. On behalf of the community, we're creating a series of video resources to enhance their training and development. In this video, we'll be looking at part 2 of weapons and marksmanship basics, and in particular, secondary sights, positioning, and targeting. Many scopes have a secondary red dot or reflex sight which you can use for closer range engagements. These bridge the gap between longer range scopes and iron sights and give you the ability to quickly adapt to a firefight which you might have otherwise been unequipped for. You can change between sights using control, right click. Most secondary sights are zeroed at 1 to 200 meters and will not allow you to change the zeroing on the fly. Whether you're a marksman who's been ambushed, or a rifleman stepping into close quarter combat, a secondary sight will give you an advantage in all close range engagements. Positioning is important when engaging in firefights. Not only should you be firing from a stable position, as discussed in part 1 of this episode, but you should always exploit your enemy's position and the surrounding terrain. In most circumstances, firing from high ground will always give you an upper hand. It makes it harder for the enemy to look up and easier for you to look down. Furthermore, always try to engage your enemies where they are vulnerable. Crossing open fields or spreading to cover is a perfect time to put a swift end to a firefight. Targeting is a skill that can't necessarily be taught. The more you practice the associated concepts, such as zeroing, the better you'll be in the long run. However, a skill you can practice is deflection shooting or leading. It's the art of firing in front of a moving target in order to achieve bullet and target collision. Deflection is difficult to master, as the speeds of a target and distance of a target are always changing. That concludes part 2 of weapons and marksmanship, and hopefully you learnt something from this video. We'll see you on the field.